Hi everyone, today I'll be clearing a little bit confusion that usually revolves around your vertebral column. So we're going to be discussing the number of vertebrae and the number of bones in vertebral column, and then we're going to be talking about the spinal nerves. So there are a lot of numbers which are involved here and they tend to get a little bit confusing, but I'm going to clear your confusion today. So first of all, you have your vertebral column right in front. It has four main regions. One is cervical, then we have thoracic, then you have lumbar, and then you have your pelvic region. Your cervical region consists of seven vertebrae, and this lies around the neck region. This is basically found in the neck region. So there's seven vertebrae here. C1 and C2 are the ones that you should be familiar with. C1 is called atlas, C2 is called axis. Then you have your thoracic vertebrae. There are 12 of them, and in the thoracic region, this is found in your chest area, and these are the vertebrae that carry your ribs. How? I'm going to explain that in another video. Then in your lumbar region, you have five vertebrae, and this is basically found in your abdomen side. Then talking about your pelvic region, you have nine vertebrae there. So five join to form sacrum, and then you have four which join to form coccyx. Coccyx is basically your tailbone, and it gets a little bit hard to pronounce it as well as spell it, but just remember it's coccyx. So over here, the posterior for the joint to form coccyx, and the anterior for the joint to form anterior five, sorry, the joint to form sacrum. So you need to know that. So we are clear here. Cervical, we have seven. Thoracic, we have 12. Lumbar, we have five. Pelvic, we have nine. First five are going to form sacrum, and then the posterior four, they're going to form coccyx, which is the tailbone. All right. So this means if you count them, 7 plus 12 plus 5 plus 9, do the math. So you'll have 33 vertebrae. But when you talk about bones, so there are 26 bones in the vertebral column. 33 vertebrae and 26 bones. How's it 26 bones? Let me tell you. So here, the sacrum, right? You don't consider it as five different bones. You consider it as one single bone. So it basically fuses together. And then even your coccyx you don't consider it to be like four different bones. No, they're four different vertebrae, but they're not four different bones. There's just one bone, that's the tailbone, coccyx in itself. So you have one bone here for coccyx and one for your sacrum. And here there are like seven bones, so 7 plus 12, 19, and then 5, 24, and then 25, and then 26. So how many altogether? 26 bones and 33 vertebrae. How 33 vertebrae? 7 in the cervical region, 12 in the thoracic region, 5 in lumbar, and then in your pelvic region you have 9, right? 5 join to form sacrum, the anterior 5 form sacrum, and the posterior 4 form coccyx. Good. So we're done with this. Now here, there's another image. Gray matter and white matter we'll discuss in another video, but just for the sake of this video, gray matter is found on the outer side in the brain. In your spinal cord, like in your vertebral column, gray matter is found inside. All right, so just know that. Now talking about the nerves. Now nerves are part of your peripheral nervous system, right? They run from your central to your peripheral nervous system. Now, there are cranial nerves as well as spinal nerves. Cranial nerves arise from your brain, and they're also known as cerebral nerves. There are 12 pairs of cranial nerves. Three of those pairs are sensory, then five of those cranial nerves are motor in nature, and four of them are mixed. So cranial nerves, we got done with it. The 12 pairs, three are sensory, five are motor, and four are mixed. Right. But now our main focus is spinal nerves. How many spinal nerves are there? We spoke about the vertebral columns. We said 33 vertebrae. We said 26 bones. So it should be one of these numbers, right? But no. The number of spinal nerves is 31. So it's neither 33 nor 26. It's 31. So that's another number that you need to learn. So here you have your cervical region, thoracic, lumbar, sacrum, coccyx, just like that, similar to your spinal cord, vertebral column, sorry. And but the numbering is a little different. We said that there are seven vertebrae in your cervical region, right? Here you have eight cervical nerves, so number changes here a little. Eight cervical nerves. Then how many thoracic nerves? 12, just similar to the vertebrae. Then how many lumbar nerves? 5, similar to the vertebrae. How many sacral nerves are there? 5, similar to the vertebrae. And coccygeal is only 1. So if you add all of this together, 8 plus 12, 20, 20 plus 5, 25, 25 plus 5, 25 plus 1 for coccygeal, it's 31. So you have 31 pair of nerves. These are spinal nerves. So you have 31 pair of spinal nerves. Fine, it's not 31, it's 31 pairs of spinal nerves. 31 pair of spinal nerves, 33 vertebrae, 26 bones. So bones, the difference lies in sacrum and coccyx, because if you fuse these five, you get one bone. If you fuse the posterior four, you get one bone. So that's how the difference was there. Here, the difference comes in this area. You don't have spinal nerves. You have eight spinal nerves arising from this region. Eight. So remember that. That's the main difference here. And then sacrum has five, and then coccyx has one. So that's a little bit of learning right there. And yeah, that's it. Here again, spinal nerves. This is too much of detail. You don't need to go through that. But yeah, that was one picture I found. So hopefully this cleared the confusion of numbers. So thanks a lot.